here we have OTI's handheld tags, which are used to override a pump or in the event of companion tagging as input to the vehicle fitted tags. Here we have OTI's passive tag. This is the entry-level vehicle identification tag, which stores the method of payment data and vehicle identification data only. It obviously excludes the odometer automatic capture. Over here we have OTI's premium EasyFuel technology. It's the VID, which uses the passive tag serving as the inlet identifier. And at the back you can see the VID, which is wirelessly linked to the passive tag. And we have various inputs for the VID for capture of the odometer data, including onboard diagnostic of vehicles as well as OTI's GPS device. Over here we have a nozzle fitted with OTI's RFN, radio frequency nozzle. You can see it has 3 LEDs, green, orange and red, which we can configure to meet the customer's requirements. Over here we have a pump head, which we'll use for our demonstration purposes to simulate refueling. On the pump head we typically mount OTI's Saturn 6500 reader, which has a LCD graphic display for giving user feedback during the transaction, as well as the ability to tagging input for companion tagging or override tagging. Over here we have a display of the visual console, which is used purely for demonstration purposes to indicate the status of each pump, and you can see both pumps are in the idle state currently. This is OTI's EasyFuel pedestal, where we store or house all the OTI equipment and forecourt controller required for EasyFuel technology on the forecourt. You'll see on the front we have a display for terminal input to guide the user. It includes tagging input. We have a keyboard for terminal input for users to input data about the transaction in the event of an override, as well as a chute where the receipts are output. I'll open up the cabinet. I'll talk about some of the components inside. Over here we have Dresser Wayne's Fusion controller. This is responsible for all forecourt pump communications and maintains the state of the pumps on the forecourt. Over here we have the receipt printer, which obviously prints the receipts at the end of the transaction. Controlling all these devices is OTI's Vehicle Identification System controller, which comprises of a wireless communication controller for the VIDs, RFN and passive tags on the forecourt, as well as all the business rules necessary to authorize the transaction. We also have some pump termination boards and 3G VPN communication router for back-end transaction retrieval.